What is up, Pokemon fans? It is I, your PCBL analyst, Blake Trout. And now it's been 4 more weeks, and we're here to review how everybody did in their 4 weeks of battles in the next 4. And here's the grades. You got A for excellent, B for above average, C for satisfactory, D for below average, and F for get out. Now, this whole last 4 weeks have been nuts, okay? That means we're 2/3 of the season through. Let's see how each team has done and how it feels for them to do well. Overall, the last couple of games, it's been wild. It's been nuts. And I ain't gonna lie, I ain't smacking butts. So let's start with number 16. The Violet City Vulpixes, coached by Kenneth, going 1-7, -22, and we give them an F. Okay, so the reason why I gave them an F, or gave him an F, was because, well, you took the advice, you did do what you did, but you still lost 4 straight games. I mean, not a single win in the next 4. I mean, your season's all but over. If you lose one more game, I think you're actually officially eliminated at this point. That's how wild that is. And you went from being like somewhere near playoff contention to just not being in it at all. And a lot of it have just been either tough or just straight up crushing. I mean, that Stromp battle was just quick destruction. And the whole battle with Pluto, if I remember that being Pluto, was just straight destruction from Double Dash. So I really don't know what else I can say for the sake of advice for these next 4 games. You could clear them, doesn't guarantee a playoff spot. I mean, the next 4 games are not going to be easy. I mean, we go back, we see this, right? Look, you got Sean next. You got Boots next. You got Oscar next. And, Nico too? I really only see you winning maybe 1 or 2 games, but I really think 1 and 3 is going to be your best shot. The only way for you to really step up on this one is you just have to go balls to the walls. Plus, your diff is really, really low, so not the highest of chances to make this work out. Sorry, bro. Okay, so we're going to go to number 15, and it's going to be Eevee of the Evergrande Eevees, going 2-6, -12. Now, I'll give you a C. You won a couple games, that's good, and that's really it. But really, one of those wins were a forfeit win, but beating Oscar is pretty much a really good accomplishment to someone somewhere. Honestly, the last couple of games, at least all the losses, they weren't even really bad timing, you know? It wasn't bad. There's not much I can say. It's just that 2-6 is not great, and you didn't really move up or change anywhere. I mean, the damage has been done. It's not looking good. You were probably the only other team that went 0-4 for the first 4. Which is crazily shocking. But even the next 4 games, you're going to need to clear to even have a chance to sniff at the playoffs. To sniff at playoff contention. And honestly, like, I don't really see you winning a single one. I mean, you got Bisharp next. You got Nico next. You got Boots next. Troy, I mean. And you got freaking Kenneth next. I don't know. That's a lot to ask for to get a win somewhere. I don't want to be a dick and say that you're not going to make it. You're going to be fine, okay? You're going to be fine. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't really know what else in advice I can give. There's no advice to give you. It's just, geez. I mean, you went 2-2, so you did exactly as much as I expected, so you get a C for that. But it's not looking super convincing that you got it turned around. So, yeah. So for the bottom 2 that I think were really just dead in the water, if I have to say it, it's looking pretty good. Like, I feel like the bottom 2 here have some hope left, like some decent hope. Iki-Tennis and Aurora, coached by Coach Oak, 3-5, -12. You actually did slightly better. It's actually kind of funny. You know, the fact that you lost 2 straight, I was thinking like, all right, he went 1-0 and has lost 5 games in a row. 5 games in a row. Not many people come back from a 5-game losing streak, but out of nowhere, you've won 2 straight. And in really good fashion, too. So the change in the team build where you made a trade, it worked out for you. And I think one of my posting this, you also won your game against Pluto. So now you're 4-5. Good job. Like, really good job. I mean, this was excellent work for this sake, even for someone this low, getting a B is a pretty good score. That means if there's only 4 games left, I think you have a pretty decent shot at winning all of them. I mean, what do you got? You got, where are you? You got Pluto. You won that already, so you already won one of the three I thought you'd win. You're playing up against Dread. I think that's a winnable game for you. You're playing up against Eric. That's probably the game you're not going to win. And I think week 12 will be against Broski. I think you can pull that off if Broski's still in that slump. So, hey, you know, bro, you're doing good. Really happy with how you're performing. Now, when we get to Oscar, he gets an A. He literally took my advice, you know? Like, let's be honest here. Play with intensity. He's done this every game this next 4. He has changed up the mentality, changed up the intensity. He is playing for his life. He's won 3 of his last 4. Another case where I'm thinking, dang, it's even 13th place, yet there's still hope to even make the playoffs. I mean, it's spectacular. I'm just really proud of how he's done it. He's beaten PD, he's won against Troy, he's been winning games against really good players. And I thought, wow, dang, he went 0-4 and he's been playing passive. He looked like he was dead in the water. So there's still a chance. He's finally getting it together. And not even finally getting it together, he's got it together. Just like what I've said before about Oak, we might be seeing a really scary playoff race. And I'm excited. Okay, man, I'm like thinking, how? What happened, bro? What happened? You have literally lost 4 straight games. Compared to everybody else, you were top 5, one of the best players in the league, getting good wins going. And then you get crushed in every game you played. Not even crushed. Maybe you got crushed in 2 of them. But the rest has just been bad playmaking. I don't know what happened. Like, you're having a mid-season collapse now? You're pulling what I did before. You know, I did this before. But let's forget, I mean, we'll get to that point later. But for this sake here, 3-5 minus 10? Dude, you need to turn this around. You really got to do it, okay? Because it was pretty neat because, you know, new coaches usually don't succeed this quickly. Like we had Shay for Season 8. He did really well. May came in Season 9. She went and made playoffs. And I think was Sippin? No, Sip was in another season. No, he was in Season 9, not Season 10. But yeah, otherwise, like, shoot. Like, this is just bad. Like, you get an F. Like, I don't know what else I can tell you that. It's like you didn't even show up, and when you do show up, you just don't do well enough. I don't know what I gotta say. We're gonna have to call your parents. Or if not that, shoot, call Pluto, because, like, I'm telling them, like, what the heck is this? You said he can play. You said he got hooping. He can hoop. Well, he's not hooping. Like, it's not good. You need to change it all up. I mean, the next 4 games, they are all sidewinders. I'm not even kidding you. You literally got Troy week 9. You literally got Probo Pass. You got Scout week 10. You oh man. Okay. You also got freaking Fred. And then I would like to say maybe. So you got not Eric. Where the hell are you? There you go. You got Coach Oak. Those are not easy games. I mean seriously, I think you could win 2 of them. You could win 2. Actually, each one's winnable. It's just, if you're playing the way you're playing now, you're staying on this slump, 3 out of 4 of these games are basically lost. I don't like how this is going. I mean, let me tell you this. I went through this exact same thing you went through, okay? I was doing extremely well during the season. You know, first 4, won 3 of games out of 4, was doing pretty good. I mean, we were winning 3 games. We won one with a 6-0. One with a 6-0. And one with a great revenge game against Oak. Oh, God, it felt so good in Season 8. It felt so good to win like that. Win in a good, convincing fashion, too. But you know what happened? You want to know what really went down afterwards? We got crushed for 5 straight games. I didn't know what to do. Everything I tried failed. I mean, there were probably 2 games I could have went my way, but then I just got reverse swept and shut down. It was horrible to see, and I barely made it out because I won the last 3 games and then made the playoffs out of the skin of my teeth as an 8 seed. That's your future. You're gonna have to clear. You're gonna have to clear. You're gonna have to clear and make your way in. You gotta win these games. You got the urgency is on now. You don't turn this around, you're not making playoffs. That's all I'm saying to you. Get it together. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I really thought you weren't gonna have this turned around. Because I'm thinking, like, dang. You know, Dread got a win out of 3. Going into this game against a top team. I don't know. I don't see him winning this. And then you just pull off a freaking upset. I will say this. I am pleasantly surprised. Of course. You see the comments. Pleasantly surprised. You now have hope. You won, meaning that you can keep up with the best in the league. Now, I still think you may have a chance to win 2 games. I mean, to be fair, you got Oscar, you got, you really got Froski. You can win those 2 games. I mean, seriously, though, you got, Scout and Oak. Those aren't going to be easy, but I feel like you could win all of them or lose all of them, realistically. I think what you need to do now is that you keep on that momentum. You're now executing better. Like, the execution's top tier. It's been that. It's just you've just been losing. That's all you've been doing. It's just when you lost, you just like lost those games. It wasn't because you were bad. It's just couldn't be done. I guess all I really could say is that keep it going. You might make it, but you can't go 2-2. You might need to win every game. You probably need to clear. So yeah. Look, bro. Look. Pluto. You've been doing bad. Number 10, right? Village Bridge Volcaronas. We said this before. You need to step it up, okay? We've said this plenty of times before. I don't know what happened. I mean, 2-2, we thought, okay, look, it's tough. You did this, but you lose 3 of your last 4, and you get crushed by Sean. That wasn't good to see. Seeing that was embarrassing. And we just saw you in the last 4, lose to freaking Oak. So I don't know what I could do for you. 3-6 is not good right now. It's not looking good. You got to turn this around if you want to make it back in. Don't you want to make playoffs for the first time? There's still a chance. There's still 3 more games left. I mean, shoot, Oak was probably your only other chance. But you're going to have to change it up. Like, this is getting embarrassing. You got... Who do you got left? Troy, he ain't nothing. He kind of is a lot, actually. He's starting to get his stuff together. That's the scary part. But that's the one thing. You could win that. Who else? Bisharp. Oh, jeez. Actually, that's going to be kind of a fun game to watch. That should be Battle of the Week, people. Vote for this one so I can actually commentate it. You probably won't. You'll probably pick Coach Oak and Eric, and I fully understand. And then week 10, you got freaking PD. That's going to be a tough game no matter what. You've been playing pretty good all season. But that's really it. Those last 3 games are going to matter hard. You need to win these. These are games you must win. Like, please turn this around. Please turn this around. You want to make playoffs? You want to win it all? You want to be the best of the best? You need to beat the best. I've said this last time, and you have not to it. I've been patient with this. My patience is wearing thin with you. Okay, so number 9 is going to be Mount Pyre Magnapulse, coached by Scout 4-4-3. They got a D+. You want to know why you got a D+? You went 1-3. Not only that, I guess I can probably let it slide. The plus is probably because, oh, well, that one loss was a forfeit loss because you had COVID. That shit gets everybody. That was nuts. And, it's some crazy stuff, bruh. But I will say, though, these losses aren't too bad. I mean, the 2 games that you legitimately took the L upon, they were close games. They weren't bad. You're going to have to really step it up a little bit. Your next 4 games are going to be kind of on the tough side. I really do think they're possibly winnable. If you keep doing what you did like with the first 4 games of the season, you got Dread. That's a winnable one. Maybe. Nah, you got a shot with this one. You got Froski, but he's definitely desperate. So you need to make sure to not let up against him. You also got Isaac. That's going to be a tough game no matter what. Also, you get Bisharp last. He's got a good team. A really good team. So really, I do see winning 2 out of 2 of these. Like, at least 2 of these are winnable. Just like Isaac and Bisharp might be the ones I'm like, oh, you know, I'm kind of uneasy about. I feel like if you just maintain this momentum you had before, you know, the COVID's out of the system probably. Hopefully, you know, you got to get back in and bounce it up. You got to win this. Win this for the Baboos, you know? Toss. Win it for the nose passes. Win it for the win it for the Sprigatitos. Yeah. Just do it. You can do it. All right? You got this. Let's go. It's not over yet. I mean, really, at this point, it's not even that bad. Just, you kept it strong. Even the losses have not been substantially horrible. So your diff isn't even that bad. It's just, you're going to have to win. The wins are going to matter more than the diff here. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, look at you. You survived. I don't know how you did it. Like, I really don't know how. You were looking dead in the water, I swear. You and Oak were looking dead in the water. Losing 2 straight to start out the next 4 was like, oh, geez. I think this is it. I think Troy's not going to make it again, just like Season 7. But instead, you went there, you beat those top teams, you went against Strompf, never beaten him once, and you did it here. You did it. 1-0 game, you did it. That was a beautiful game, by the way. But I also mentioned before, beating Scout when it was necessary. Going into a different place where you were using special Garchomp, special Scizor. Just fascinating. This is why you're the GOAT. This is why you're the GOAT, bro. But yeah, just please tell me you got it together. I think this means you could do it, because with the 4 games you got left, your final 4 games, I can see you clearing, you know? Froski clearing, you could clear against Kenneth, yeah, you got that one. You can do it. You got Eevee, yeah, you got this one. And then Pluto, ooh, that game might be a do or die for both of you right there. That's going to be an elimination game. Winner makes it into playoffs type of beat. You're only 1 game ahead of everybody else and are just at the 8th seed. And that means you got to face Strompf again if you stay here. I'm just saying, you're gonna need to get it together, you know? It's really it though, because it's just nothing else that can be said. I think you'll probably clear the next 4 and make it, because I think that those games are very winnable, especially now that you got your stuff together, so you have a chance. And usually, you kind of do get to clean it up. It's not like what I would say is Season 7 when you didn't make it in the playoffs was where you basically were like 2-6, or no, 3-6, and then you won 3 games left, but you still didn't make it anyways. That happens sometimes. All in all, you still got a chance, and there's still time to move up in the ranks. Okay, so the Cold Storage Cosmogs. I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't know how to feel about you. You get a B. You went 2-2 like I expected. You did a pretty good job at winning games, but you really lost some games. I mean, you lost to the whole Regen Core anyways against Oscar. You lost to Dread. You got upset. Honestly, you just lost that one. That hacks may have sucked, but hey, it ain't gonna be doing too much. I feel like if you go in and just win 2 more games, you're basically in. But yeah, your next couple of games are gonna be a little tough. That's why I got your win-loss prediction for the next 4 games, kind of 1 and 3. I mean, let's be honest though, you got Eric this week. That's going to be hard to deal with. I mean, that's difficult. I mean, to be honest, you're gonna be at your A game to win that one. If you were against Isaac, do what you did against Isaac, you're gonna win that. You also got Pluto. That's gonna be tough. That's gonna be a tough thing to deal with. You also got May, and she's been on fire lately. And your last game is literally gonna be Sean. Those aren't easy games. I mean, geez, that's not gonna be easy. And Sean's been playing like a smooth operator. It's kind of tough. Otherwise, you've been doing pretty well. Using your mons properly, you got a good team. It's just weird. You haven't moved up or down. So you've been basically doing the same thing. You've been playing a satisfactory game of Pokemon. Now, it's good enough to make it to the playoffs, but is it good enough to win a championship? To get a ring? I hope so. Alright, we're going to go on to number 6, the Point Sylveons of May. 5 and 3 plus 4. You get an A-. Now, an A- because, dear Lord, you definitely came back from the dead. I bet burning that sage around your home worked, because, dear Lord, winning 5 of your last 6, that's pretty mighty impressive. Not only that, you went to win 3 straight games in this next 4. You did very, very well. I'm very proud of you. You went in there, you won the tough games you needed to win. You beat Scout, you beat Troy. Those are really hard contenders right there. Not only that, you've definitely got a massively decent handle on your team. Now, my only problem with you now is that the next 4 games are going to be tough. I think you can get at least 2 the way you've been doing it, but you're going to probably have to step it up if you want to get into a higher seeding and stop being maybe a mid-tier contender. At this point, you pretty much got Nico next. That's not going to be easy, and I would really be so happy to just beat Nico. Please. Please do it. Please. You got Isaac, and, Isaac's got some new life in him, and that's going to be tough. You got PD. That's going to be tough. They're all top contender teams you got to play. Who you got left? You got freaking Eric too. They're all top contenders in this league. They're all top cut players. You are gonna have to step it up. It's gonna be tough. In this case, you're gonna have to win, not because of the other team's pedigree, but because you got to go with your own mind and focus. Get out there, do well, and you'll be looking pretty good and winning a championship. Bisharp, Tripville Jarkrise. Y'all get a B. You did exactly what I thought you would do. You lose 2 straight. You really got me scared. You really let Oscar just do that, and then you freaking leave before the game's over. I've done that before in season 5, but it is what it is with that. But does that mean you're gonna make a playoff run or anything? You still got a really good team. You're still positioned extremely well in the league. I just say don't let the easy games go. I mean, not easy, but these are games you can win if you just do what you've been doing before. Eevee's your next game, your first game this week, and it's not going to be a contest. Eric's going to be a massive test to see if you can rub shoulders with the top of the top. The top cut. You're just one, you're not even one game. You're just one differential point away from reaching the top 4. I mean, you're going to play Isaac again at some point. That's just how it is, I suppose. Who do you got next, though? You got frickin' Pluto. I mean, you should win that one. You should. But he's going to be fighting desperate. That's not going to be a fun time. And I guess week 12, Scout, with the team you got, you can make it happen. But Scout's a scrapper. They ain't going to be lying down taking that L. All I can really say to you is that you just got to keep the boat steady. You will definitely reach the playoff berth. But the question is, will you reach as a top cut contender, or are you going to reach it as 6, 7 seed and probably lose to Sean? I mean, that's just how it's looking. Just step it up and you'll be good. Oh my god. Oh, wow. Isaac. You really did it, my guy. You really did it. You definitely turned this season around. Just like Oscar, just like Oak maybe, Troy too. Like, you now are in the positive realm. You, my friend, have reached the top of the top cut. And you are the 9th seeded team. And you made it this far. You've honestly stepped your game up, and that's great. You're looking like the Boston Celtics right now. They were looking kind of meh, but now you've got a good run going. You don't got any easy games. I mean, you got Scout to deal with. And May. And Oscar. 3 of those games could go either way. That's the scary part. I guess when I look at who you guys left. Eevee? Okay, yeah. Well, maybe one of those games. But really, it could go either way. But I think 2 out of 2 you can probably pull it off. I don't want to be saying it, Just keep grinding that top spot. If you win all 4 of these, you could freaking make it and be the number 1 or number 2 team in the league. It could happen. It could really happen. That's really all I can say. There's not too much else to say. Like, you played wonderfully. You made some slight changes. You definitely used your team to the fullest extent, so that's pretty nice to see. Okay, after very large consideration, massive consideration for my therapist, I have learned to let go and not be so salty. So gonna put the salt aside. Nico has been actually playing out of his goddamn mind lately. He has been playing pretty well all season. Although, Hacks kind of screwed him over a couple of times. But he got beat the last time. This time, the second time, losing to Oak like that? What a way to end that next 4. Funny. Actually, this happened again, too. Week 4, you got crushed by freaking Bisharp. So what's going to happen? You're going to win 3 more games and then lose week 12 because you think it's all hunky-dory and over? This is the type of thing I hear from someone that's not trying to be a champion. Like, You think it's going to keep you from winning it because you don't want to be the first seed? Okay, fine. I understand that 5,000 IQ move, but I don't think that's going to help you, buddy. Otherwise, you're doing pretty good, though. Like, real talk, it'd be lit if you won. I just say, like, seriously, just keep doing what the heck you've been doing beforehand. You've been playing pretty much excellently. Heck, the next 4 games are going to be kind of weird. I mean, you got May, and that's going to be crazy. I think you got Froski. No, not Froski. You got somebody else. Let's see. You got Sean. Ooh, that's going to be a good game. I hope we get Battle of the Week for this, too. They should just do a doubleheader. I can't just not do these. And then, week 10, you got Kenneth week 12. That's going to be fun. And I guess week 10, you got, Evie. So, yeah, you're winning 2 of these. Maybe you could clear. You probably might clear. I don't think we've had anyone win 10 games since last season. But it'd be funny if nobody won 10 games in this league. That's just how nice and competitive it is, you know? Okay, so Nico gets an A. Congratulations. You're going to hopefully graduate to playoffs. So, see you later. I'm going to be really quick on Sean here because there's nothing I can say. Sutopolis 7.8ers are probably one of the best teams in this league. Has played fantastically well. Has won, pretty much gone the same case of going 3-1 for both these. He's going to do it again. Go 9-3. I feel like that's my expectation. He's been playing excellently and playing like a smooth operator. Not only that, it's just really wild that he might end up getting the top seed if he can win the games he can win. I really said 3-1 for his prediction. I don't really see him having the hardest time. He might clear as well. Might win 10 games. It'd be cool for him to possibly be that first player to win the whole thing that's from the UK since Cav did it twice, I mind you. Twice. But, yeah. Nothing else to be said here. It's pretty much not much. Like, there's nothing else to be done. The team looks great. The gameplay's been great. The offensive momentum has finally been working in your favor. I mean, you may have gotten exposed once or twice, but, you know, you won when it mattered. So, your massive game is probably going to be Nico, and that's a game you could lose. So, that's just it. That's really all there is to it. Nothing else to complain about. Good job. And after 2 straight consecutive 4-game series, your number 1 team is the Mount Silver Menses, coached by Eric 6-2 plus 21, and they get a C. Wait, a C? What do you mean? I mean, hey, don't you remember all the good things he did? He made Heatran one of the kill leaders. You love Heatran. I love Heatran a lot. I do love Heatran. That's my baby. It's great. And heck, what else can be said? Like, why is he getting a C? Well, he lost 2 games. So there's that. Not only that, he also let Nico win. So that's also something that's going to go against him. So if he keeps this BS up, he's not getting any brunch. Alright? No brunch, no Bloody Marys, no nothing like that. No burgers! IHOP technically is kind of like brunch. The International House of Brunch. They got burgers and pancakes. Well, have a great time, Eric, if you stop losing games! Alright, I feel like you're going to clear the next 4 games because I think all the really crazy hard stuff is out of the way, except for maybe week 9. Who you got week 9? Yeah, PD is going to be kind of weird. That could be a game that can go sideways, and you got a very desperate Oak and a very... Nah, that's it. Really just a very desperate Oak and a very meh Purple Dolphin. Yeah, you're fine. Never mind. Oh, you got May too. Oh, shoot, you got May too. Holy frick. Okay, yeah, so 3 of these games are going to be kind of tough, but you've kind of fought through a lot of them. And yeah, I see you winning these. I see you clearing, really. It is what it is with this one. There's really nothing else I can say. I mean, I would want to say after the game that you basically got 5 kills with Heatran using Eruption. Something I've never even seen happen before. I want to give you an open mouth kiss. Other than that, it's cool. It don't gotta be that weird. But that's really all I gotta say. But hopefully you keep up this momentum and you might be able to break the curse. Or be a part of the curse again like you were in Season 7. Just saying. Okay, so I want to thank everybody that actually took the time to watch this entire train wreck of a video. If I'm being honest, we were probably not going to really do like a Final 4. Or Last 4. My bad. The Last 4. It's just going to probably be me splitting it up into 2 videos for teams that made it and teams that didn't, and me roasting and praising / roasting That's really all I'm going to say. And we'll probably have like little tiny parts talking about playoff contention, about who wins and loses every week. It's one of those things I like to really do, especially during week 9 through 12. That's when the playoff push and playoff race starts to happen. And about teams that get eliminated. Or teams that make a playoff berth. Once again, thanks for watching. I will pretty much see you next week on the Week 9 summary and Battle of the Week. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. Now get the fuck out of my house.